Alright guys, good morning. It's jahlon with the Paradox Gaming Network, and today I am going to be continuing the Bluesalt Brotherhood Quest line for new players. Today's episode is going to cover getting your donkey and your 16 by 16 farm. So this is going to take us to our respective hero halls in the east or the west. I'm going to tell you before we go into game, I'm going to tell you exactly what you're going to need. I'm going to give you the ingredients for both packs so you can take that stuff with you. And then I'm going to specifically tell you what's going to go wrong when you try to get your 16 by 16 farm. And then you're going to see it again when we're in the in-game footage. So yes, this is part 2. You have to go through the Halcyona part of this quest line before the guy in the hero hall will open up his quest. If you were following my Twitch stream, I was saying that this quest is done 2 different ways. That was some bad information. What this quest is it's 2 different paths. Everybody has to do the Halcyona path. Then you get to a point. If you've already gotten your 16 by 16 farm previously, like when you started at launch and it was under the other method, then this half of the quest isn't open for you. But the rest of the Bluesalt Brotherhood quest line after Halcy going into Hell Swamp, that chain remains open. If you aren't level 50, you're going to see that this quest is going to hard stop, and then it's going to just pick up again when you're level 50. So keep in mind, you can do your donkey in your first trade run piece after you do the Halcy part, but make sure you return to the trade port person in 2 Crowns or Solus, because as soon as you're level 50, they're going to have a new quest for you. Alright, before you even set foot on this journey, I recommend that if you're on the west, you bring 70 ground grain and 40 wool with you, as well as a Gilda Star. You're going to need that. And then if you're on the east, you're going to want to bring 50 chopped produce, 15 bananas, and a Gilda Star. Also, if you're going to make your donkey when you first get it and donkey this pack, you're going to want to bring a Vita seed with you, because at the 2 places that you're going to do this, there's not going to be a seed vendor conveniently located. You're also going to want to make sure that you bring water with you as well. What you're not going to hear me say during the in-game part of the video is that if you have a boat, you can save a bunch of time. What I've done is I've included the 2 maps and roughly where you're going to go. I didn't think about this until after I had already done the quest. From Dewstone, you can take a boat and go straight south to 2 Crowns and going to save a ton of time off the run. From Mahadevi, it's just going to be a straight shot west. Make sure you hug the coast and make sure you stay under the prison island and you won't go out into conflict waters. Alright, here we are in game. Now I'm doing this from the east perspective. We are in the east's hero hall, and I have pulled Smash Face off of the questing trail in order to do this. So this is going to be the second half of that Bluesalt Brotherhood quest, and the first thing it's going to tell me is that the Brotherhood's money comes from moving trade goods, which is exactly true. This is how a lot of players make the majority of their income. And the first way you do this is by moving via 1 pack at a time via donkey. Way back in our history, we had to move like 4 packs by donkey to get started. So this is going to be the basics of trade, and he wants me to go to the community center manager in Mahadevi. So let us do that right now. Okay, and I cheated. I ported myself here with another character. So in Mahadevi, it is going to have us pick a donkey. We'll pick a white donkey. Now we got to do Mahadevi to Astera as a trade run. But before we can do that, I imagine, yes, we are going to have to raise the donkey. And I'm going to imagine there's not going to be a seed vendor here. So, alrighty guys, so for this quest, raising the donkey is actually going to be optional. I'm just going to walk people through that. Some people may want to know every step exact. So before we even start our donkey, we need to grow a Vita seed. And you can just throw that down anywhere. While you're waiting for that to grow, make sure you have water. All pets and mounts that you grow are going to need a Vita seed, and they're going to need water. And about 15 seconds later, or about 30 seconds later, it'll be done. I'm going to go ahead and throw my donkey down. It's first thing it's going to want me to do. It's going to want me to play with it. So that's why, you know, let the Vita seed grow. Now, need that Vita root. And I'm going to take it. And I've always found it funny the way that pets and mounts are in this game. I mean, this is like, it's interaction, but I'm not really sure why. I don't know why this donkey is not running in fear from its new master. I'm really kind of interested to see what it's going to look like when I, you know, get on a donkey. Now, unfortunately, I would say to bring carrots with you so that when you move your pack, you can move your pack quickly and easily. The problem is that your donkey needs to be level 20 to use carrots. So truthfully, when you finally do make this pack here in just a second, try to remember to bring a friend with a car. Maybe you already have a car. You probably don't have a car. If you're doing this, you probably just got your wagon. You could use your wagon, and what you could do is you could make 4 packs plus 1 on your back. But I haven't made the wagon on Smashface yet. Look at him dance. Even the donkey's dancing. Come on, donkey. Let's go. Okay, so there we go. Now, why a donkey? Well, because donkeys have the ability to carry packs on their back without a reduced speed. I'm going to show you that in just a second. But I kind of cheated. I stocked my inventory with exactly what I needed. For the east side, you need to make Mahadevi cookies. So you come over here and you make Mahadevi cookies. And it's going to tell you as soon as you're done with this, it's going to say to take this to the specialty buyer in Ostera or Solus Headlands. Now, why a donkey? Let me show you that real quick. For those of you that have never done trade packs before, my speed is down to 2.8 meters a second. When I jump on my mount's speed is 8.9. But when I jump on my mount with a pack, my mount can only go 1.8 meters per second. But when I jump on my donkey is 7.2. And my donkey drops down to only 4 when I have the pack on my back. So the donkey's beast of burden power allows me to not suffer as much of a penalty. Now, do I really feel like going from here to up here in another zone at, 4 meters a second? No, I don't. So I'm going to catch a ride, and I will see you at the port. Alrighty, and through the miracles of a friend with a car, bring myself into Ostera, and I'm going to go ahead and sell this pack to Basar. And when I do that, it's going to give me... Alright guys, and I'm back on the dock. As you saw in that last little video clip, I turned in my pack and nothing seemed to happen. That's because what should have happened can't happen yet because Smashface is only level 33. That's one of the problems with doing these things on the first time walkthrough. You're not quite sure what to expect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my West character right now. I'm going to go through that quest line really quickly, and then once I'm done, I'm going to be able to talk you through what should happen at the end of the quest if you are level 50. Alrighty, so here I am on the West, and the reason why I'm doing this on the West as well is because a lot of people have said, Jahlon, you only do things on the East, and sometimes things are different. Okay, well I'm going to do it on both for you guys. So as you can see, same setup as the other guy. Pick up this quest, pick a donkey, and then he's going to send me over to the Dewstone Plains Community Center to make that pack and onward. So I'm going to just port there, and then I'm going to port skip. I've already pre-positioned the pack I need just to speed this up. Also, I'm not going to raise a donkey. No need for that. Alrighty, and we come in here to the Dewstone Plains guy, and he's going to give me a donkey, which I'm not going to raise because I don't need it. And now I have to do a trade run from Dewstone to 2 crowns. And what I'm going to do real simply is, like I said, I've already pre-positioned that pack, but I still have to make this pack. while I'm on the quest line to get credit. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this pack, and I'm going to leave it sitting here on the ground. Somebody will probably come along and scoop it up and move it for me. And if not, oh well, it's just a Guild Star. So now, ideally what I would do is I would have that pack on my back, and I would somehow get to 2 crowns, the trade center, already there with the pack. Let's just cut to it. Okay, so now through the benefit of having just done this on one character, and now I know what to expect, when I come over here and I turn this quest in, it's going to give me absolutely nothing. But because I'm level 50, now you see it popped up the next quest. It taught me how to do land trade, now it's going to teach me how to do sea trade. And if I accept this quest, then the quest it's going to tell me is that I can get my Scarecrow farm design if I do an overseas trade run. Well, what I need to do is I need to take a pack from here, buy a cargo here, and then I need to go across the ocean. Now here's the problem. For all of you people that are waiting to do your 16x16, especially when we move into the new server, as you can see, there's no cargo here. There's nothing I can do at the moment. So this is where the bottleneck will become for people when they want to get their 16x16. Now I'm going to hang out here today, and I'm going to hopefully find some cargo, get delivered. But basically, the long story short is that what I can do is I can just buy the cargo, and then I can zip it over to Solus, and it'll give me my farm. Now, one important thing that I do not want to glaze over is I want to point you to these Captain Protection Certificates. And what these are is these are the ways that you see low-level characters moving cargo back and forth across the ocean. Basically, when the boat gets here, I can buy my cargo pack, I can get on the boat, and I can activate this certificate. And as you can see, I'll be in a protected state for 40 minutes. That means, assuming I don't get glitched off the boat, which is known to happen, I will be taken from one port to the other port in total complete safety. Now, this is only going to work for 2 crowns to Solus. Each pairing of ports has their own combination. The problem is that I really couldn't go anywhere as a low-level character to try to finish my farm quest because this port is tied to Solus. If I go somewhere else and buy cargo, it's not tied to Solus, and then I'm going to be at risk, and then, you know, low-level character losing their cargo pack. And it is a pretty significant price investment. It's a 50 gold pack. You really don't want to lose it. Alrighty, and nothing stops Archeage 101, even if we have to audible. Now I had to go all the way up to Soulsreed to get a cargo, and then come all the way back down here to show you. So I'm going to talk about a couple of things about that. Now, number one, you want to wait until not the very last minute to buy your cargo if there's only a few cargo there. But you got to realize that this captain is going to sit in port for 20 minutes. Now, if you know anything about the cargo system, you know that these packs, they start at a current value for 30 minutes, and then after 30 minutes, it's going to go from high profit, it's going to drop, and then it'll keep dropping. That's to stop you from buying a bunch of cargo and then not actually delivering it. Now, I've got 14 minutes until this guy decides to leave, and I'm going to try to do some other stuff. So I'm just going to go ahead and pop my captain's protection now. And to do that, you have to talk to the captain, option F. And it's going to tell me that I have 39 minutes and 59 seconds of buff within 35 meters of the middle of the ship. Now, I recommend you wait until the cargo ship is on its way out of port, because you're still in a protected zone as long as you're on your side. You're in a protected zone. So I'm going to cut back to this guy when it's time to close up, and we will see how it looks just as you turn in the quest and you get your farm. Alrighty, guys, it has been a long and, boring journey across the ocean. But as you can see, YSO is about to make port into Solus, and I am bringing with me that cargo. Now, the thing is if you need more cargo certificates, they are in your vocation shop. If you want to just spend time watching a movie and going back and forth across the ocean, you can. What you will notice is that my cargo has dropped from high value to regular profit, which means I'm just about to break even on the I'm just about to break even on it. I'm not going to really make a ton of money. So you want to, like I said, you want to be careful on that. Make sure not to buy your cargo prematurely, or you end up losing a bunch of money. Now, really, not a whole lot to it. My quest tells me that I need to, that my quest is complete. I need to report back to the trading guide, and that's to be expected. One thing I am going to just cut and paste right here on the screen so you can see it. I didn't talk about it when it was happening, but you're actually going to see me walk up to the cargo buyer, and now you're going to be seeing that Haranian run over to the cargo seller. And since I wasn't in a hurry, I wasn't about to, give up the other half of the cargo transaction. Just as a flashback to the cargo video I did, when you bring a cargo from overseas to the other continent, what it's going to do is it's going to generate a certified cargo that can be sold for charcoal by taking it inland. Well, I just decided to wait until that person ran off, and then I actually ended up buying the certified cargo, handing it off to my Haranian main, and my Haranian main ran that for cargo. So keep that in mind. It's a real good idea if you have cross-faction alts, pick up your own certified cargo, because charcoal is a moneymaker, or make friends with the other nation or the other faction and trade off cargo like that. Let them know when you're coming in so they can buy it. Have them tell you when they're bringing cargo over so you can buy it. Just one of those little tips that helps you make some gold. Alrighty, and to close things up, to come full circle, come back to Edward, talk to Edward, and he's going to give me my 16 by 16 farm design. And that is it. This used to be a whole lot different. It used to be a whole lot simpler in some ways, and it was a whole lot harder in others. So there you go, new players. For those of you that have said, I don't understand where my 16 is, and I've gone all the way around the world, and that's because, yes, everybody does Halsey, and then that quest splits into two separate chains. One takes you around the rest of the world, and then one brings you back to your hero hall to do your donkey, your first trade run, and then your first sea trade run, and then you get your large farm. Alright guys, and that's it for the Bluesalt Brotherhood Quest. You now have your 8x8 farm, you have your 16x16 farm, your wagon, your title, everything for a new player. This is going to be important when we move into 4.5. What's coming up next with Archeage 101? I have a ton of stuff on the storyboard. I literally need a bigger staff so that I can send stuff out to be the audio done and the video done so I can just keep cranking out ideas. I will tell you that I have the 4.5 skill changes. I was asked to continue doing those. I have occultism translated mostly. I'm going to go back through and clean up a little bit of that translation. I'm going to be doing defense this weekend. And then I've got the dungeon guide for Howling Abyss, Greater Howling Abyss cut. I'm now in the editing process. And then I've sidelined the new class ideas video because I was asked to do the 6 support trees. I'll do the class ideas video after that. As always, guys, here's all the ways to get in touch with me. Discord's the easiest. jahlon #8446. A big thank you to my Patreon sponsors, Jonathan Bentley and Jaywert. And a thank you to Sweet Tart, who is currently sponsoring me on Twitch with a paid subscription, not one of the free ones through Twitch Prime. And that's it, guys. Take care. Hope you enjoyed learning about the Bluesalt Brotherhood, and I will see you next week. Hey, you. Yes, you. Yeah, you. I'm talking to you. Hit that subscribe button. Watch a couple of more videos. Go check out our website.